Okay, we've got an update in the Georgia case, the RICO case against Donald J. Trump and his happy band of misfits. The judge, McAfee, has dismissed 2 counts against Trump and dropped 1 charge against some of his other allies. This leaves Trump with about 8 more counts himself. Now, the reason this is being done is because McAfee ruled that the state prosecutors lacked the authority to pursue the charges related to these specific counts. Just because there were counts that were dismissed, it doesn't mean the indictment's dismissed. You need to remember, each indictment is made up of all these different counts. Could be 5, could be 50, could be whatever. But it could be, every indictment has a different number of counts. So these are still moving forward. The charges against him are still moving forward. He still has 8 charges against him. And if you remember back in March, there were 6 other counts in the indictment that were dismissed. Only 3 of them were against Trump. And those are just the counts. Again, not the indictments. Now, the 3 that were against Trump, there was also a little caveat there that McAfee said they could be reintroduced later, which, if you remember correctly, is what exactly Jack Smith has done recently with the J6. He reintroduced those charges. So all of that is still kind of on the table. But Donald Trump still has the 8 against him. His happy band of misfits, his co-conspirators, are still lined up to be prosecuted under the RICO statute. There are still 9 people that turned state's evidence against Donald Trump, and the rest of them, including Mark Meadows, Jennifer Ellis, there's all, and against Rudy Giuliani. There's a lot of meat left on the bones in this account. So please don't think he's getting away with everything, because he's not. What they're doing is trimming the fat and getting rid of anything that the Trump team can further delay it and can further appeal it. So the more fat they trim off of these, the more streamlined the case is going to be in the future. They're looking at oral arguments, the opening arguments, at the end of November. But yes, it is after the election, but it is a state case. He can't be pardoned in any way, shape, or form, and it will move forward, and it will result in some form of charges. I have that faith. There's way too much evidence against him for it not to. So that is the update on the Georgia case. We are still going forward on that. As I said, we are looking at the end of November to begin the oral arguments. We also have the middle of November, the sentencing, all right, for Judge Merchan's case. And we have the end of this month to begin the testimony of the evidentiary hearing for Judge Chutkan case for the January 6th. And again, that is the end of this month, before the election, where we have a opportunity to hear Jack Smith with the FBI 302 papers, the files, which is the testimonies, the videotape depositions, the documented evidence, all of that stuff that was collected about the J6 case and the process and the evidence against Donald Trump. And a lot of that will become public, so the public will be able to hear a lot of that evidence and the supporting evidence and see it with their own pretty little eyes before the election. So that is moving forward as well, and information will get out. Never fear, ladies and gentlemen. We know the frustration. I feel you when, that it feels like it's just taken forever and that everyone's just taking their damn time. There's a lot going on behind the scenes now. The RICO case is still on hold because they're still trying to get Fani Willis thrown off the case. These are all the delay tactics. The delay tactics are coming to an end. Judge Eileen Cannon, paperwork was filed this week. Get her thrown off the case. There was an amicus brief filed from legal experts supporting getting Judge Cannon off that case. They wrote in that brief, written by ex-federal judges, current federal judges, saying this person has shown 3 different times the appellate court has ruled against her for her actions, obviously showing bias towards Donald Trump and unfair representation of the court. So that's going to go. She's going to get kicked off. These are still moving forward. Yes, not as fast as anyone wants them to. But the bottom line, they are moving forward. We will get some pretty damning evidence about J6 before the election. This RICO trial is still moving forward. Fani Willis will still be at the reins. I'm confident of it. Jack Smith will still be at the reins. I'm confident of it. Eileen Cannon will be out of there. Another judge will be put in her place. There's a 2 out of 3 chance there will be a non-biased judge from that jurisdiction overseeing the documents case. And we still have all the other stuff going on. And once this election is over and Kamala Harris wipes the proverbial voting floor with Donald J. Trump's Cheeto von Schitzenpants mushy little butt, we will find justice coming with no other obstruction. Why, you ask? Because we will take the House and the Senate, and we will keep it all and get justice done, get law done, get all the regulations we need to do to fix this country, and all of the things, the weaknesses that Donald Trump's existed in our political sphere that has been exposed in these last 10 years. We will have an opportunity as a country to fix, to learn from, to evolve from. The Republicans will have a chance to rebuild their party in the next 8 years that Kamala will be in office. And then we'll all go back to fighting in a normal way. And hopefully Donald Trump Jr. won't get far enough in the primaries to make a difference. Okay. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Pay attention. We are in this together, so stay diligent, stay educated, and be kind. And have faith justice will prevail, and so will democracy. That's always my vote.